Hi guys, welcome to Real Talk with Mireya, and I'm super excited to be on the show again. So if you haven't liked or subscribed to this YouTube channel and you're about to watch this video, what are you waiting for? Kindly like and subscribe. Alright? Kindly like and subscribe, right? You cannot be watching this video and you're not liking or subscribing. You'll start seeing me in your dreams. Welcome to Real Talk with Mireya, and today I want to talk about this unusual topic. We don't often talk about it, but today I want to talk about it, and that's dysfunctional love, right? And I'm going to put it as simple as this: broken homes, broken lives. Yes, for me, I feel like the reason why the rate at which divorce is going on in the society today is because two broken people, or one broken person and one complete person, got involved with each other and then got married without being whole. And that's what I am here to address today. For so many people, they grew up being traumatized. They grew up in a home where there is no love, where there is no joy, where there is no peace, right? I had a story of a particular young woman who got married to a popular man of God. And the man said for the first 10 years of his marriage, he always go to bed in tears. And they asked him and said, "Why did you say so, sir?" He said, "Because his wife doesn't give him peace at all, and all he has ever done to this woman is to love her, care for her, give her all that she needed, and yet she still troubles him or don't even give him any peace at all." And they asked the woman, said, "Why were you like this at the beginning of your marriage?" And she said that the home I grew up from, I never saw what love is. The home I grew up from, every day was fight. And I thought that I would not repeat the same thing that they did. But I didn't know that I will eventually become that same person that I always wanted not to be. And that is it. For some of us, we claim that because I saw my daddy beating my mom, when I go up or get married, I will not beat my wife. That's a lie. There is something I want you to know, that every human being has an imaginary mind. So many things drops in our subconscious and we don't know. There are times that you will do, I don't know if you have this feeling like I do. There are times that I do something and I'm like, this is what we usually do. How did I get to do it? And you're like, I never wanted to do it, and you eventually got to do it. That's because our environment influences our behavior. Our environment influences our action. Our environment influences our attitude, our thoughts, and our opinions. You see some people ever say that I don't want to get married. It's not because they don't see marriage as a good thing, but because they grew up in an environment where marriage wasn't conducive at all. So what I want to address first today is learn to talk about your past. The thing is that what you don't talk about, you will not find solution to it. Learn to talk about your past. Learn to talk about your childhood. And this is often hard among guys. Guys feel like if I tell them now, they know my weakness and then I'm weak. It's a lie. And thank God for therapy now. We have a lot of people that are coaches. We have marriage coaches. We have, trauma and healing coach therapy sections that you can go for, where it's just one-on-one conversation. Don't be afraid to talk about your past. As a lady, you have been raped before. Learn to open up. I know that it's not going to be easy, but you got to open up. You got to talk about it. Because trust me, if you feel like, yeah, it has gone, I think I've healed, trust me, it's going to come back. And it will come back hurting you. So you have to talk about it. Let go. Like, free your mind. Explain. Talk to that person. Talk to your pastor. Talk to your coach. I grew up in an environment that wasn't healthy. I didn't know what love means. I didn't express the kind of love that I want to see in others. And then number 2 is get out of that environment. I know that it's not easy. I know that it's not like it's not going to be easy for you to get out of an environment easily. But if you want to get healed, you cannot keep on staying in that environment. Imagine you are staying in an environment where your dad is beating your mom. Imagine you are staying in an environment where your stepfather keeps raping you, right? Make sure you get out of that environment. When you speak up, finish. You get out, right? You realize that your mom is not, I remember Pastor Aaron was telling us a story one day, and he said that, there was this particular lady that told his wife that her stepdad rapes her, and then the wife had to call the mom, and then the mom came to church and came to tell the wife that she must never involve herself in a family matter any longer, and then the lady must not attend CCI again. Imagine that type of thing. And imagine that girl being in that environment for like 10 years, 15 years. Imagine how that man will keep maltreating her, messing up with her, abusing her, and a lot of that. You realize that you're not getting help in that place. You get out of that environment. Don't let them damage you. Don't let it get to a point where the guy will not kill you. Right? You're an abusive relationship. Get out of that relationship. I know that it is difficult, but you have to if you don't want to die early, right? You have to get out. You have to escape. You have to escape from that place, right? And then it leads me to number 3. Let me tell you something. For you not to have a broken life, you must not still get involved with broken people. Trust me, 2 broken people can't be whole. You cannot be broken and have a friend that is broken and then you want to feel loved in life. It is not possible, right? So when you see that you have a friend, right, that is broken, that when the Bible says do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, right? It's not necessary unbelievers are someone that smokes, that drinks. Unbeliever may be someone that also that is dealing with trauma or dealing with past experiences. Do you get? Because there's a way that they can rub off their hurt on you, right? I have this kind of friend that I for the first time that I saw her cry, I was so happy. Yes, I was so happy. Why was I happy? Was because this lady has never cried before, and she's crying as a sign of weakness. So whenever people hurt her, she takes it and and I see it on her face that this lady is being hurt, but she doesn't talk about it. She doesn't express it. And for a while I thought that this girl, maybe she's a witch, or maybe this girl, maybe that's how she is. But I realized later on that this lady came from a background that she doesn't know, she has never seen what love is or even expressed it before. So that's why she was behaving like that. And I was able to help her come up and break out of that cage of being unloved or broken, because I have experienced it before. I'm able to show her that kind of love that she never had, that she had never had before. I was able to bring her into a knowledge or bring her into the light that, hey, baby girl, hey, you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be among people that are loved. And if people hurt you, open up, fight for yourself, stand for yourself. So if you are broken and then you stay around broken people, you can't get the type of love you are looking for. And that's the truth, because nobody gives what they don't have, right? It's what you have that you can give. So if your friend also is hurting or hasn't expressed love before, you don't expect love from such person. That's why the rate of divorce is getting very, very high now, because we have 2 broken people getting married, and then the relationship cannot last because the wife is like, you're not showing me love. The husband is, I don't know what love means. And then they're like, you know what? Let's just scatter this thing. Let's not continue this relationship. So even if you have a broken friend or someone that you know that he or she is being hurting, you have to give them time to heal up, even before expecting a perfect relationship for them. So I advise every couple or intending couples, that you know that you have a partner that has, passed through abuse, or has been hurt before, or is hurting, or is going through some tough circumstances, you have to give them time to heal first. Don't just like rush in and say, let's get married, you will heal during the process. It's a lie. They will not heal. Right? So you make sure you give time for that person to heal up before you can be in a relationship with the person. You have to not, also show this aspect of you being hurt, that why should you like that? I'm giving her this energy. You need to understand their emotions, that they've never experienced type of love before. So you cannot expect much for them. They said, too much what is given, much is expected. When they've not enjoyed love, you don't expect much from them. You don't expect the same energy that you are giving them in that relationship, because they've never experienced it before. So don't expect much from them. Understand the fact that they are going through their healing process. You must understand the fact that they are going through a tough time, and it's not easy for them too. They are trying their best. They are really trying their best. Another thing I want to say is that to avoid broken life, or to avoid broken homes, or to not repeat the same circle of dysfunctionality, is that you need to heal first. And I'm going to start this on the note of guys. Guys, I see that the rate of guys that get into relationship is guys that that are going through trauma, or they just left a relationship. It often pains me when I see guys that just left they just got dumped, or just broke up with a lady, jumping into another relationship, especially if is that the lady was the one that broke up with the guy, not the guy. There's a way that is the guy that breaks up, there's nothing to be pained about. But the one that is the lady that broke up with you, and then you've been together for more than 3 years, and then you have been hurting, and then you see any available channel and you jump into her. No! Let me tell you something. What you don't know is that what you just did is transfer of aggression on another person that is so innocent. You need to make sure that you yourself, you heal first. Don't just jump into another relationship. Look at yourself. Am I whole again? And that is one thing I want single people to know. Let me tell you something. The reason why so many people are still single up to today is because you are not yet healed. Some of you are still angry about how your parents live their life. You are still angry about your parents' marriage. You are still angry with that auntie or with that uncle that raped you. And guess what? It can destroy your marriage. I think there's this movie I watched on Healed, right? The lady was dumped by a guy, and then she felt like she has forgiven the guy. Not until when she saw the guy again, and then she started, inflicting the pain that the guy did to her on her husband. And even later, she felt like starting the relationship afresh again with the guy that hurt her back then. She told that the guy, she said, because you made me abort so many children, and now you have yours, I'm going to sleep with you to get mine. She thought she had healed, but she didn't know that she didn't even get the healing that she wanted before she jumped into another relationship. Because there's one thing that you don't know is that you cannot find peace and love in another person. That's the truth. You can't find the healing that you want in another partner. It's not possible. You cannot find it. It's only yourself that can make yourself happy. Your happiness, your peace can never be found in another man. You cannot heal being in another relationship. You need to understand that you cannot heal being in another relationship. You have to be whole. It takes a whole person, another whole person, to have an healthy relationship. If you are not whole, and you think that because your partner is whole, he will make up for you, it's a lie. What you don't know is that you will begin to drain the energy of the other person, and the person gets confused and tired. So I am saying this, that you can't find your healing by starting another relationship immediately. You have to take time first to be happy. Self-love. Love yourself first. Be so consumed with your own self that you are happy, that without this partner, you can still be happy in life. Without this partner, you can still enjoy yourself as a single person. Let me tell you something. It's not a crime to be single. Yes, even if it takes you 3 years to be healed, you will eventually get your husband. You eventually get your wife. There's a particular woman I follow on Instagram. 2 days before her introduction, her husband sent a letter to her house saying that he cannot continue with the marriage. Imagine, 2 days before the introduction. And the lady was so hot. Now imagine that type of lady getting married the next year, after that year. Trust me, she will not be happy with that marriage, because even the fear of, hey, with this guy up to be, we not eventually say that it's not doing again. Because there's one thing about being broken is that it creates fear in your heart that with this relationship work, and then you keep being insecure about the man. You get it built insecurity. Then you're like, God, with this guy, is he trustworthy? And you keep on monitoring him, and then you don't heal. The lady, it took her 6 years to find the man of her dream. But guess what? When she met this man, she was a whole person, and she was able to maintain the relationship and build a great family. Now, they are doing well. They are now, in fact, they are advising people on how to build godly relationship. Why? Because she allowed herself to be whole first. So you can't find your healing in another person. Take your time. Some people, it can take you 6 years before you heal. Please and please, heal. Very important. And then the best solution to a broken life is Jesus. Let me tell you something. It's only God that can pick up your broken pieces and make you whole. That's the truth. Nobody can give you peace. The Bible said, in this world you will have tribulations. Tribulations means heartbreak. Tribulations means breakfast. Tribulations means trauma. But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. And he said before that, but he said, in me you will find perfect peace. Let me tell you something. It's only in God that you can find perfect peace. This morning, I was angry about the particular person showing me shaggy. And God told me, he said, do you know that it is only in me you can find peace? If you place your peace in human beings, you are in soup. They will eventually always. So even the person that you claim that you love will still hurt you, and that's the truth. The person that, oh God, I think he loves it. There's still a time that he will hurt you. So you can only find peace in Jesus. You can only find healing in Jesus. See, there's no other place you can find healing. That's the truth. It's only in Jesus that you can find healing. It's the one that can wipe you. He said God does not keep record of sins. It can wipe away your past. It can give you a clean slate. It can, that's why he died for you. To make you feel to make you understand that is a life. You can still be okay. That there is still a beautiful life for you. There is still a beautiful future for you. He said, I know the plans I have for you. Plans of good and not of evil. It's only those guys that cannot break your heart, to give you hope and an expected end. God has a good plan for your life. He wants to heal you. I understand that. I cannot understand you. My stepfather slept with me and assaulted me, abused me. I understand. This guy beats me for years. I understand. But guess what? Jesus is still there to rewrite stories. He's still there to create beautiful stories. The reason why you are still alive is that God has a great plan for your life. He still wants to create a beautiful story for you. He still wants to give you a happy home. Some people have said, I don't want to marry. God forbid. My parent marriage was no good. I understand. That is the effect of coming from a dysfunctional home. It gives you negative thoughts. It gives you, it creates fears in your heart. And you're like, I'm not going to get married. I'm not going to do this. I understand. That is what coming from dysfunctional home can cause. But guess what? God can still make your own marriage beautiful. God said, and He makes all things beautiful in His own time. That is the truth. God makes all things beautiful in His own time. Maybe because of my sin, that's why I've not found a man. It's a lie. God can still make you happy. You can still find a better man, right? You can still find a better man. You can still find a good husband. You can still be loved again. You can still find joy again. You can still find peace again. All you need to do is to come to the arms of the Father. is here to hold your hand. Your parents' marriage did not work, but it does not mean that your own will not work, right? Make sure you keep on confessing. My parents' marriage did not work, but my own will work. My stepfather was a bad man, but God forbid, my children will not be abused, they will not be traumatized, they will not pass through what I've been through. God forbid. You have to keep on confessing this word after you have even met with Jesus. So this is an open check for so many people. Jesus can heal you. You need good counsel. Drop a comment in the comment section. I will be there to help you. I am here to hold your hands through this journey. God can still heal you, and He can still change your mind. Remember, Jesus is the best in writing stories, and I'm telling you that you are not alone in this journey. God is with you. So if you haven't liked or subscribed on this YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly click the link below this video. Subscribe, like, and share with other people. And if you find this video helpful, kindly drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.